Well, first of all, let's go into some of the questions. I got Lawrence Martin says, Drew, we heard, let me post this question. We heard you fish without forward-facing sonar, which pretty much you always do. Got any tips or thoughts, process to share that went into that? Yeah, talked about that because you and I think Jordan Marshall didn't have a forward-facing sonar up until, or not even forward-facing, they didn't even have a fish finder up until I think like 2 seasons ago. So you and Jordan Marshall are the ones that come to mind when you think about, you really don't need super expensive electronics. Jordan Marshall has won AOY on Hobie BOS without even using a fish finder. What type of technology do you?
And I was second that year in AOY. He won, but I didn't make the
top two.
My daughter was born. It didn't even get a chance to defend my AOY from 2020 with Hobie. So Jordan and I were both up there, and who knows what would happen if I would have, won or not. But it's no fault of his, obviously. But the point is, to what you're saying, neither one of us had fish finders that year, and so it's still possible in the kayak fishing world to do it. But to answer Lawrence's question, and I see Justin Largent has one we want to answer there too. But to answer Lawrence's question, I don't use a fish finder, and the best tip I can give you guys, obviously, is that you've turned yourself in automatically, and it's kind of a good little sneaky secret. You've already eliminated a lot of the lake and a lot of the water that you can really fish without a fish finder and have success, which means you're not wasting a lot of time or spending out on. You're very limited to what you can search and actually fish and pre-fishing, because there's a lot of open water in these lakes and there's a lot of bass out there. So, but you're not going to worry about those because you're not going to be able to find those. It's going to be really hard to find those fish without, electronics. So that limits you to fish like I do, your rivers, your creeks, your backwaters, your shallow water fishermen, or you can still fish the lake, because bass boats, they have limitations on the lake. They cannot go under dock, walkways. They can't go under shallow trees and limbs. They can't get into certain casts. They can't get to the casts that you guys can. So if you fish the lake, and I've done that before and had success, I won Grand Lake on the main lake. And I was positioning my kayak and fishing in a way that I don't think a bass boat ever could have done. Possum Kingdom, I did not have a good tournament, but that's because I lost a couple big fish. But I had some good success going right on the bank with like a Chapo, tight as I could, and just covering so much water, going underneath docks and just running the bank in that super shallow, like 2-3 feet of water. And the bass boats don't make all those casts. They can't get to that kind of stuff. So Lawrence, that's the answer, man. You got to turn yourself into just a shallow water, river, creek, backwater fisherman, and forget about all the rest of the lake, which I kind of think is a good thing.
Yep. It simplifies things.
Yeah.